In this week's episode, we're driving up to the mountains of Colorado to meet up with Hannah to figure out how we can make an unconverted ambulance comfortable enough for a 13-day road trip to Washington during the heart of winter. All right, Hannah, what's your first take of the interior?
You know, I'm just here. That's all I wanted to say. It looks like an ambulance. We need to have a stage bonfire in Palo Santo inside the rig.
We're gonna get building later tonight. We're gonna start the bed, the temporary platform, and in 2 days we're leaving for Seattle in winter in an unbuilt ambulance.
For 3,000 miles.
For 3,000 miles.
We're just going to a couple ski resorts along the way.
Couple ski resorts.
Just a couple. We're I think this will be one of those trips that we look back on in like 10 years and are like, wow. And you know, I'm working fully remote during this time too, so.
We have a lot of work ahead of us for the next 2 days, so we're gonna get it ready. And here we go. We've got a great project ahead of us and an awesome adventure. As you can see, the ambulance is still completely unbuilt, so my plan for tonight and for tomorrow is we're going to remove these cushions. We're going to build a temporary bed frame so that we can set up an air mattress, and we're gonna get our cell booster set up. This is not a long-term option. We are gonna do a full rebuild once we get to Seattle, but this is to help us get to the other side quite comfortably. So tonight we are doing the bed frame. Now, while I was out building the platform on the very last minute, Hannah was busy behind the scenes getting our bags packed, supplies stocked, and prepping all of our food so that we were ready to load up the rig come morning time. Okay, Hannah and I are all packed up and ready to go. You ready, babe? So, we have so far built a temporary bed frame just to get us up to Seattle. We're gonna stay with some friends along the way, but just in case, we've got this platform, we've got our air mattresses, bed sheets, sleeping bags, so if need be, we can. We've loaded everything up. I'm absolutely amazed by how much room these ambulances have, so pretty awesome. We were able to throw all of our bags underneath. In here, we can reach access to everything from here on the outside and inside. So I strategically put the cooler here.
I didn't even know.
Yeah, so that you can reach top of the cooler from inside or the outside. We've got spin drifts, like 3 5-gallon jugs of water, all the tools. Over here we've got all of our sleeping bags, air mattress and sheets. We got a little electric heater if we get to a place that we can do shore power at. Little lanterns, ponchos. You got Hannah's new yoga mat so that she can do yoga wherever she wants on the go.
I got a tall one so he can do it too.
So I can do it too. Another water jug, an AED, because this was an ambulance, and since I work on boats I know how valuable they are, so we did keep that. Up here we have all the propane, our hammocks. Propane is for the cooking and for the little propane heater we've got. If you come over here, we've got both of our seats in case we want to work. This drops down to the table. We've got all of our pots and pans in here, cooking supplies. On this side, we've got like our jet boils if we want any instant water, and some Tupperware if we got leftovers. Lots of tea towels, silverware, carbon monoxide sensor that I will set up later because we have this little propane heater here. I've just got it stored here in case for when we're moving, but we'll move it somewhere else for if we're actually sleeping in here.
Did you make that?
I did, yeah.
I didn't even see it.
I did this morning. I wasn't planning on doing it. That's why it's kind of rough, but
I love it. Nice shot.
The locker on the outside is where the inverter and the air compressor are for the rear suspension. And there's a hole here that you can throw trash into. And so I knew it'd be really cold because there's no insulation. So I just put this on here so it'd be a little bit quieter for us while the compressor's running. And so it doesn't let in all the cold air. So we got all that. This is our food cabinet. So we've got.
I'm getting a tour. I'm getting a tour right now too because this is all Jackson. Thanks, baby.
She hasn't seen any of this yet. So we've got all of our perishable or non-perishables and groceries up here. We got Hannah's awesome cooktop. Thank you for bringing that, babe. We've got a drawer in here that doesn't actually have anything in it right now. And down here is another little box that I've got the cell booster in right now. I didn't have time to set it up, so tomorrow or sometime along the trip while Hannah's working, we'll set that up so that we can have signal wherever we go.
Yeah, best Wi-Fi on the market.
Then right here we've got a little extension cord that runs from our 110 outlets in the back going to the forward so that we can run off the inverter while we drive. So if Hannah's working while I'm driving, she can charge her stuff. And that's everything in the back. Let's look outside. Outside. Okay, in here we've got my snowboard and we've got a bunch of extra wood from when I was building the frame. Hopefully that doesn't rattle around too much while we drive.
And if it does.
Here we got a couple of spare tools, bottle jacks, some stands, simple grain for when we clean everything. Let's see, quick access to the food, so we can reach that from, so if Hannah needs a quick grab, she can hop right out, grab that. To the other side. As you can see, the storm is coming in pretty well.
Great day to drive.
Thank you to our good friend Lexi Davis for her contribution to Mowgli. It says Mowgli Adventure Van. Today is a gift. It comes from one of my favorite quotes of Kung Fu Panda. So remember, today's a gift. All right, and here we've got Hannah's snowboard. And we've got 2 sets of lawn chairs in here. So if we find any good spots we want to set up, we're good to go. This is the inverter and the compressor, so no storage in there at the moment. In here, that's where these holes were that I put the wood plank, just so we don't have any extra cold air coming in. And finally, this is the top of the cooler. So Hannah will probably have to reach it from the other side, and I can reach it from this side.
Hey now.
Waters and all of our tools, drills, saws, and lots of beers for our friends so that we can have a few drinks along the route. So let's do it. Might be cold, but she fires up clean. That's why we have block heaters.
And I know how to do all of this.
She'll soon learn, but we're gonna let it heat up, warm up for a while, so we're gonna get some coffee inside. Looks like we have some packing.
Oh my god, is that the Runa? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. This is for sure Runa.
She's been talking about this all week, so we weren't sure if we were going to leave for our road trip in time before our caffeine supply came in.
Oh, what did I tell you? I knew that it was going to come right before we were leaving. Called it.
That is literally a photo finish. We got
Runa. I'm so happy.
We got our Runa, we got our caffeine. We're going to let Mowgli warm up. And then we're off to Seattle. First stop, Moab.
with the most important passenger of them all. Besides me, of course.
The most important thing we do before we leave,
Bye to the puppies.
we smother with love.
Now that we're all packed up, fully caffeinated, and said our goodbyes to the puppies and friends, we're off for the next part of the adventure. Make sure to like and subscribe, and tune in to next week's episode of Adventures and Mishaps. And to whoever needs to hear these wise words from Master Uguay, just remember that yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. And that is why it's called the present.